we are bringing, at last, after many comments on this subject, we are bringing a competitive format to the Tabletop Alliance.
You mean we don't do competitive every week?
And we'll get to this. But for now, the news essentially is we have planned, organised, arranged a league for the channel. Now, this league is essentially going to be a Patreon league.
Yes.
It's going to be open to our Patreons to join.
Yeah.
Now, the first league, because this is sort of a beta, season 1, if you will.
Yes.
We are basically using patrons that we know.
Local.
Yes. People that are patrons that have definitely become our friends. We reached out to them and were like, do you want to be involved in this? They were all super happy to be involved, I hope, I think, maybe. Maybe they're just doing it to be polite. But yeah, Josh, Lowry, and Paul. We've mentioned them all on the podcast before, I think. So if you guys are listening, thanks for saying yes. But the idea behind it is there's 5 of us, which probably sounds like it won't work. It will. We are using our sports knowledge and background to do it basically by game weeks.
Yeah.
So the way this will work is everybody in the league will play everybody once.
Yep.
So that's 10 games total, 4 games each. Everybody will bring their own list, 300 points.
Yep.
So they're quite small games, and there will be no changes to the list throughout the tournament.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
It will be split into game weeks. So game week 1, obviously because it's an odd number, one person doesn't play.
Yep.
Game week 2, a different person doesn't play, so on and so forth. So everyone has the same amount of matches. No one misses out. It's all even. It's all fair. We'll have an updated league table each game, and there will be prizes for the winner.
Hey. And yeah, should say each game week has its own scenario.
Yep.
And though it'll all be randomly done at some point. And yeah, we're just waiting for everyone's final lists, really.
Yeah, do we want to reveal what we're playing, or should we'll keep that for another video? What was that noise?
I don't know. I mean, we could say stuff now.
Well, I mean, Josh, Larry, and Paul haven't necessarily submitted final lists.
No.
There's some ideas floating around. We can say what we're playing if you want.
We can say that. If they change it, they change it.
Okay. That's fine. So Paul was going for Azog's Legion?
Azog's Hunters.
Azog's Hunters.
Yes,
sorry.
without Azog.
Without Azog.
Because, 300 points.
Makes sense. I mean, Paul, I think you should run Azog in one model.
I mean, if everyone was going to run a big hero and just a few, it could work. Azog's not bad.
Imagine that on a 4x4 board. That would be gripping entertainment for you guys.
Yeah.
So that's Paul's. Josh is going for... What was Josh going for again?
Was it Muster of Isengard? Or was this the one I was getting wrong?
I can't remember now. Yeah, you changed it. Yeah. We think Josh is going for Muster of Isengard. He was going to go dwarves, but...
I might be. I am.
Yeah.
I'm going Kingdom of Khazad-dûm. After using them on the channel, I really wanted to try them a bit more. I think a 300 points is quite interesting as well. However, for me, we still need some mirrors.
Yes.
Which are on order.
Yes. Forgemaster, sort us out.
So that'll be a fun one for me. Because Josh wanted to play Erebor Reclaimed, I think it was.
Yes.
So basically the Dwarf Hobbits.
Yeah.
But we didn't have enough.
The Dwarf Hobbits.
The Hobbit Dwarfs.
It's definitely a Monday morning.
It's just a day these days. This is just normal now.
Maybe this should be this week's topic of discussion: is your brain
and the degraded. I need a brain scan.
Yeah, James has been forgetful recently.
A little bit, yeah.
What's ironic is I was about to list some things, but I forgot.
Okay, yeah. So what have we said? Paul is
Azog's Hunters.
Yeah. Paul is Azog's Hunters. Josh is Muster of Isengard. I'm Kingdom of Khazad-dûm.
Lowry is undecided.
But looks like...
Possibly Army of the Dead?
Yeah, so Return of the King. I think
that would be cool. In an ideal world, we would have a fair representation of good and evil lists.
Yes.
At the moment, that's what's happened. If Josh sticks with Saruman and stuff.
Yeah, so we definitely got too evil, definitely got too good, and then Lowry is just the one deciding on...
If she goes Army of the Dead, it's a good list, but it's kind of they're a bit, kind of evil.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
That's true. Yeah.
And then finally, I am going to cheat and go Mirkwood Rangers.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm also going to point out, we did not wait for the submissions of lists from the other three before we picked ours. Ours were actually decided first.
Yeah. I was torn between three.
Yeah.
I was torn between the Kingdom of Khazad-dûm. Honestly, the Bjornings again.
Yeah.
Even after their performance in last week's battle report. It was so tempting, but it would have been basically one bear and 5 Bjornings. And I still think that could work in certain situations. But in the end, I was like, you know what? Doing this a bit more seriously, I'll go dwarves. And the other one was a 37 model Hobbit list.
Which
About
require a lot of painting for that one. So
yeah, it would have been so Banderbrass, I think it was 4 Rangers as my other minor heroes, and then 33 Hobbits with that.
Yeah.
Which would have been amazing for 300 points.
Yes.
But yeah, that just wasn't going to happen.
So my list is simple: 14 models, Legolas, and 13 Rangers.
It's just disgusting.
Yeah, that's hitting on 3s, strength 3 bows. Everyone has elven cloaks.
Yeah.
And they have knife fighters, so if they're outnumbered in combat, they get extra attacks.
So all these scenarios happen at night. I think
that could be a potential downfall. If we end up with that sort of scenario, I might be in trouble. But I feel like, with the exception of your list, I think I'm pretty confident shooting into anything, really. I say that, archery sucks. It's just in general in Middle-earth. Most of the time it sucks. But, I like elves, I like Mirkwood Rangers, and I love Legolas.
Yeah, I hate them.
Yeah.
Okay. I hate going against Legolas.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm always up against him. It's so annoying.
I mean, there's been some mistakes with his rules, which we'll probably get to in a minute as well.
Yeah.
But for now, to round this section of this announcement of the TTA League Season 1, I want to know your predictions.
Oh, God. Okay.
I want you to offend the 3 patrons that are entering.
Okay.
They're all going to win.
They're really not. No, I'm joking. Okay. I'm not taking players. So I'm not going to rank players.
No.
Because I don't think that's fair. But in terms of armies picked, what I think should place in that order.
Okay.
I would probably say... Oh, actually, no, that is quite tough. I feel like potentially Muster of Isengard might be top.
Really?
I think if played right... So basically, Josh, pressure's on you. Again, it's a list thing, though. It depends, because we don't know exactly the lists.
Yeah, we just know
and stuff.
army.
The downfall with Muster is obviously you have to have Saruman, so that's a heavy point sink. But I think, but then Magic could be played so well, and it could do so much.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a potential that's at the top.
Apart from against elven cloaks.
Potentially. But it depends. Depending on the board, the scenario, shooting might be a completely awful thing. And then if you've got some strength 4 Urukai coming at you.
Yeah, very true.
To be fair with them, strength 3 is just as good.
True. Then, Rangers are D3.
Yeah. So, I mean, weirdly, one of your worst matchups could be Azog's Hunters, which I think is potentially the bottom place.
Okay.
On paper. Because if you can't shoot them well and they can get in your face quick, then you've got charges at you with a very low defense.
Yeah, true. So that would be extra dice against me without me being able to get the benefit of being outnumbered.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be troublesome.
Yeah. So they could potentially trap you 4 attacks, needing 4s.
Although the last time I played Paul was in a tournament. I was elves.
Yeah.
He was dwarves.
Yeah.
And I shot him to pieces, basically.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So it's a weird matchup, and terrain will make a massive thing of this.
Still, Paul, I apologize for that.
Yeah,
and Paul will back me up on this. That game was a tournament game, hour 45 rounds, hour and a half. It was over. And we could have played 2 or 3 games.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, I remember one of you coming over, and it was like, I think it was like actually you were doing some vlogging or something. It was like, oh no, the game's over. It's like, oh, quick, come on. Yeah, and that was with like decent number of armies. It wasn't like a 3 trolls, which a couple could go quick.
And like D7 dwarves as well. Yeah, that's funny.
So I'm going to go Muster top. I think mine 2nd, yours 3rd. If it's Army of the Dead 4th, Azog's Hunters 5th. Again, that's not on the players. That's on paper. What I think is the potential.
Definitely not on players if you put in Josh first.
Ooh, trash talk starts now. I have gone on players, so Jake fifth.
Okay.
What would you say?
I think.
Also, I just don't want the pressure of putting me first.
Yeah, I think Dwarves is going to win it. Having played Dwarves recently, they were a real handful. And I think it's small numbers. What was your model count?
16, maybe 17.
Yeah, so you've got more than me, 3 more than me, with a higher, same fight value?
Mixture of 3s and 4s.
Okay.
Or was it 4s and 5s?
Either way, I think about same fight value, higher strength, almost triple defense.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got the same shooting. Dwarf Rangers have hitting on 3s, strength 3 bows. So outside of Elven Cloaks, it's hard to see where my advantage is in that matchup. And I don't see any of the armies, other than maybe Army of the Dead, giving Dwarves much trouble.
Yeah, I mean, Army of the Dead would be gross because it gets rid of my good defense. I mean, the courage isn't awful either, but it's just not. It's still not as good as what a defense of a dwarf is. Yeah, it will be interesting. Army of the Dead are always one I look at and go, they should perform so much better. Yeah. But they don't necessarily do it. It's weird. It's a very strange one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to be realistic here. So I think Dwarves top. I think for me, the other 3 matchups aren't that scary. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm confident against Army of the Dead, though.
Should we start putting some like odds on things and let people bet on them?
Yeah, we should. I think I'm going to go Dwarves, Elves. So it's ranking me and you as top, but again, that's not on players. Probably Army of the Dead. The next 2, again, it depends on scenarios. I think Azog's Hunters could do very well if it has the right scenarios. So it's a real tough one.
I mean, if it involves speed and getting stuff off and moving and
even just like getting to central objectives and holding the line and stuff, it's potentially a really, really good list. Like,
it's just another low defense list.
True. Okay, I'm going to put Must Revise and Guard, Azog's Hunters, but it is close.
Yeah.
And it is situational, I think. Again, this is not anything against Paul. It's purely down to the lists. And I don't think it's a bad list by any means.
No, it's just of these 5.
Yeah.
I
really want to know what everyone else thinks, though.
Yeah.
Those 5 lists, put them in order based on the lists.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. Play lists, not players.
Yes.
Until we get a message off Paul later going, I'm going to play... I don't even know what else.
Eagles.
No. Actually, I'd be fine with someone playing Eagles.
Yeah, same.
You can't take... Because technically, for 300, the best situation would be a Gwai and 2 fledglings. But you can't, because you've got to have more Great Eagles than fledglings. So the only option is Gwai and 1 Great.
Oh, right. I've never played Eagles. I didn't even know the list building requirements.
Yeah. So you could literally have Gwai and 1 Eagle, and that would be it.
I'd be very confident against that.
Yeah.
I'd shoot the crap out of it.
Yeah.
There's no armor on them Eagles.
Well, I can't think what the defense of an Eagle is. It's still decent.
It's probably like 7.
Yeah. Still gross.
Yeah. But the main thing with this league is it is going to be competitive. So while most of our battle reports we do focus on narrative and making them look nice, this one we're going to try and focus purely on competitive. So the way that the battles are shot may not be as pretty.
Yeah.
It'll probably be like our old live streams.
Yes.
Mainly because we don't want to give ourselves the excuse of going, oh, we forgot this rule because we're concentrating on filming and editing.
Yeah.
And because we do shoot and edit everything ourselves, we forget rules.
Yeah.
And it's not like, if me and James just had a casual game off camera now, we wouldn't forget those rules.
Yeah.
100%. But then when you're thinking, oh, is that model framed up on that camera? Have I cut to the right camera? Things just slip by.
Yeah. There's even things like if we've gone past a certain rule point and go, oh, crap, we forgot that one. Like, most like casually or whatever, you'd be like, oh, yeah, no, just do it now. It's fine.
Yeah.
But when you're filming them, it's... If you do that, then you got to think, have we got to then re-edit and try and edit around that and make it look like it came in the same place? And then it sometimes can seem dodgy and it just doesn't quite flow. Or then you say it and people are like, oh, we forgot it, so it's too late. And it's almost easier at that point just go, well, we forgot it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it happens all the time.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the league. Season 1 coming soon. We're hoping to shoot that very, very soon. And then once season 1 is done, if you guys enjoy it, we will be opening it up.
Yes.
Going forward. So it will be, for now at least, patrons get
Yes.
first access to entering. Think of it as if you're a competitive player, you get to enter a tournament that has prizes for free.
Yeah.
The only catch is it's being filmed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people see the mistakes.
Yep. And then you'll know what it's like.
Yeah. So you kind of like our vlogs where you go, the matchups just weren't good. I just couldn't do anything.
Yep. Make all the excuses like we do. Okay. Keep an eye out for that coming very soon. TTA Competitive League Season 1. It will be out on Patreon first, and then it will be out publicly to the channel not long after.
Yes.
Yeah.